Okay, so now DTB comes out and she looks freaking amazing. I mean, let's be real. Whoever designed her outfit, she looks like a Marvel character. She literally looks like someone you would pick off of Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? And like her secret power is like hitting you with the stripper pole. You know what I'm saying? She looks fucking great. And the Make Baddies Great Again cape, marketing genius. Hello.
This the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, rock, top, top.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Petty Headquarters. I'm your one and only host today, Jessie Strange, and today we're going to be talking about the Baddies USA Reunion Chapter 1, Part 1. Very excited. But if you guys are new, hello, welcome. We are the Petty Headquarters. This episode specifically is a little different because I'm hosting by myself. We cover things like reality TV, pop culture, internet culture, and baddies. So if you're new, welcome. For those of you coming back, welcome back, Petty Posse. We love you. We see you. So I'm not gonna lie. I just shot this whole episode and the audio got messed up. So I'm shooting it again. So give me grace. Hit the thumbs up button. Show some love because, you know, the PHQ is not the same without my co-host. So I got to keep y'all entertained. So we're just going to get right into this week's dose of mess. I know everybody's been talking about it. The reunion was lackluster. Come on, let's be real. That shit was trash. We could have definitely done without part 1. But here we are watching it per usual. And you know, we get the usual shit, right? You have the B-roll of the girls coming in. You have Sukihana who's pregnant. Okay, shout out to Sukihana. She's pregnant. Can't take her fades. Can't take her fades. For the bear mace, can't take her fades, but it's all good, you know? I wonder if anybody's gonna try Sapphire. Who knows? We'll see. The girls come in and it's the same old shit. You got the host who returned once again. It's Saucy Santana, Janeisha, Bobby Lights. Then you have a little bit of a recap with Scotty and Rolly tells Scotty how she wants to address Natalie. You know, Scotty looking good in her blue fuzzy outfit. Then we cut to Natalie non-performing with that rapper, Compton AV, I think that's his name, which it seems like it's going to be a thing now. We're always going to see this performance. I'm not going to lie to you, though. I did hit the little skip button because I don't got time for the performance, girl. I really don't. So the first person they call out is Natalie, which I find quite interesting because since when does Natalie get called out first? I guess she has learned from the other reunions that she should be the one to come out first because if she want to leave, she could just leave and she did her job, which is lit. You know, I think it's the smartest thing. Not only is she already out, but then she can be prepared. You know what I mean? Whenever someone comes out, she can always be prepared, which you see throughout the entire episode. How her drunk ass, her and DTB are drunk as shit. They're so drunk that they can barely have like any type of coherent conversation. It's like, I mean, DTB goes on a whole tangent on how Natalie is the reason why we love her because she gave her the platform for us to see her so that DTB can be loved as much as she is, which I find quite interesting. But you know what they say, a little bit of liquor can bring out the truth. So I guess that's how she feels. I don't know. But DTB can barely speak because I know at some point she even fell asleep in the background where you see production tap her. They wake her ass up and they're like, excuse me, let's go to the back. Drink some water. You had too many shots, DTB. You and Natalie, because Natalie came out hot. Like, oh, I'm excited. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut no more. I'm gonna keep it real. And then when it was time to keep it real, she played stupid. I mean, it's a good old classic Natalie Nunn. She's here for your entertainment, but she can't spill the tea. You know why she can't spill the tea? Oh, did you just say it? Right, exactly. She can't spill the tea because if she spills their tea, that means her tea's getting spilled too because she's also as messy as all of these people as Zeus. Let's be real. Let's be real. And I find it funny because I just want to know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate the whole dancing around what we all know. Like, when Janeisha asked Natalie about Scotty, she starts laughing, and I'm talking about laughing at Scotty. It's laughing, like straight up just hysterical laughing. And it's like, wow. I feel like we all felt the way Natalie felt when you know what I mean, when she started laughing. But whatever. There was something interesting that happened where Saucy Santana, well, let's take it back for a second, because before the reunion, right, Anna Mac had went online and basically posted on Instagram something along the lines of how Scotty became the main girl, but Scotty was the third trooper, basically insinuating that Janeisha and Lemmy were basically swinging. They had, threesomes with Scotty, and then Scotty became the main sum. You know what I'm saying? So when Saucy confronts Janeisha or tries to get the tea, I found it interesting how Janeisha really clipped that. And I feel like there's two sides to this. People feel like, one, they're proud of Janeisha for setting a boundary, for being above Baddies, which we'll get back to in a second because I don't think she is above Baddies. And for, stating that she is not a part of the cast members and, basically shutting it down as classy as it was. Now, on the other side, there are people that say Janeisha is just as messy as the Baddies, so what makes her exempt? She is still the host. Yes, she is not a baddie cast member, but you was with the CEO for 7 years and also swinging with one of the baddies that is a cast member. So why are you exempt from questioning when another baddie had put y'all on blast? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I think it's a valid argument. And I don't think Janeisha is above Scotty or any of these girls. Like, yes, she's classy and she tries to keep her life secret. She's not like the other baddies, for sure. But let's be real. She was with Lemmy Plummer for 7 years. And we're sick of him after like 2 or 3 episodes of Scotty with the baby. So, I mean, clearly Janeisha could be and probably is also a part of the problem. Like, if you can be with a man like as childish like that for that long, please. Says a lot about you too, sweetie. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, because I know there's like mixed reviews, which I'm here for the conversation. Okay, so now DTB comes out and she looks freaking amazing. I mean, let's be real. Whoever designed her outfit, she looks like a Marvel character. She literally looks like someone you would pick off of Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? And like her secret power is like hitting you with the stripper pole. You know what I'm saying? She looks fucking great. And the Make Baddies Great Again cape, marketing genius. Hello. So after DTB does her little rant about Natalie and how Natalie has presented her with so much opportunity, Janeisha and Saucy Santana question Natalie about Scotty. And this is where you get that awkward, evil ass laugh from Natalie. And Natalie says that Scotty's changed. What I did find weird though, was that she specifically chose to say, you used to be submissive, you used to be quiet. And I'm just like, girl, submissive, that's the word you chose to use for Scotty? And Scotty's like, yeah, used to be, but you can only poke a bear for so long. I don't know. That whole thing is weird. I don't know. I feel like it's deeper. I feel like I don't really know what to say about that. You know what I mean? Even Natalie saying that Scotty's ruining the brand, I think is absolutely outrageous because Natalie's acting like she's not a mother. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it's because I know a lot of people are saying that Natalie said that because Scotty specifically is with the CEO and that ruins the brand. I don't know why she would say that that ruins the brand as far as like if it has to do with her being pregnant. But if it has to do with the CEO, I don't get that either because let's be real. How many of these girls that have been on Baddies have also been with the CEO? I mean, we can list them right here. I mean, it was Scotty, it was Razor, it was Anna Mac, it was supposedly Mariah Lynn. Oh, and I think they say hi, my name's T, but like I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't know. They say Big Lex, I don't know if that's true or not either. You know what I mean? But like it is a pattern of behavior that the CEO does that. Like, I mean, Janeisha is another one. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know how necessarily Scotty fucking the CEO is ruining the brand too, but I don't know. I just feel like Natalie's just upset at the whole situation, and I get that. I get that. It is what it is. Moving on. So after that whole scene, they call out Rolly, and Natalie's drunk ass gets up and she's like ready. She's trolling, honestly. She's trolling. She knows that Rolly got to get some shit off her chest. And it's funny because up until the audience member basically putting a battery back on Natalie, I mean, Natalie was like not trying to fight Rolly at all. She was just like, I love you. I respect your fat ass. You know what I mean? Like just saying a bunch of crazy shit. She's drunk as fuck. And, I don't know. Eventually, though, the audience member works Natalie up. Natalie gets all like, riled up. And then she like fights Rolly. But she's so fucked up that Rolly beats her ass, puts her on the couch. Rolly's bleeding. I don't know what she got done on her arm, but like she starts like bleeding. And then, Rolly walks away after beating up Natalie. She walks backstage, and it's so funny because Natalie runs backstage thinking like, she could probably like, I don't know. Natalie's very entertaining. So I just feel like this was all theatrics. But you could tell that Natalie is really not trying to run up on Rolly, but Rolly was already ready for Natalie in the back. So, by the time Natalie got there, it was so funny because Rolly was already ready, and then Natalie like held herself back. It was so funny. You could just tell that she wasn't trying to fuck with Rolly. Let's be real. I mean, she lost. So the next they call Krishan Rock, Biggie, Mariah Lynn, and Tasiki. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Krishan coming out with her binky and her headphones is crazy to me because all I could think about was how she was online begging Lemmy to get paid because she was broke and spent all her money. But then she's on this stage talking about how she has to control her actions because she's in camp for her boxing. I don't know. She just seems like she likes to come off that she's like elevated spiritually, but then it's like you're also begging for money when it's like, what are you doing? I don't know. I just don't know what she's doing with her money, but who am I to pocket watch anybody? The girl said she needed a check, and you could tell that she needed the check because she didn't care to have any type of conversation. She had her headphones, she had her binky, and she was just there sitting pretty, collecting her check. So now at this point, the audience member calls on Mariah Lynn because the audience member says that Mariah Lynn had posted her hit list online and Krishan Rock was a part of that. So why wasn't Mariah Lynn confronting Krishan Rock now that she was in front of her face? Now, I didn't see this live, but after the episode, I went online and it was everywhere. How literally Mariah Lynn said hit list. But she at the reunion made it seem like the internet made up a story and twisted her words to make it seem like it was one than the other, when literally, girl, you literally said hit list. So, I mean, but let's be real. Mariah Lynn is a fucking liar. Everything she does and says, I don't trust her. I don't trust her because she is proven time and time again that she lies about everything. And if she doesn't lie, she'll literally nitpick at the truths to dance around the truth. You know what I mean, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Moving on. Mariah's going crazy. She's yelling at the audience member. Now she's going back and forth. And I don't know, this is, I guess, where the episode ends, basically, where she squares up with an audience member after getting, called out. And that was part one. Woo, that was hard. Doing it alone is not that easy. Guys, if you have anything to say about what I missed, about what I said, about anything, please comment below. Comment your thoughts on part one. Do you think we needed it? I don't think we needed it. Also, comment if you missed Tiana, because listen, it ain't the PHQ without her, okay? And with that being said, guys, thank you guys for listening. You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And you can find us on all podcast platforms. That's Spotify, Apple, Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, at the Petty Headquarters. We drop episodes weekly. And with that being said, this was your weekly dose of mess.